Chaha or Chaha is a Gurage language spoken in central Ethiopia, mainly within the Gurage zone in the southern nations, nationalities and peoples region, and by speakers of the language who have settled in Ethiopian cities, especially Addis Ababa. Chaha is known to many phonologists and morphologists for its very complex morpho phonology. Speakers. According to Ethnologue, the dialects of SBG are Chaha, Ization, Guma, Gura, Jito, and Mahur. However, some of these are sometimes considered languages in their own right. In particular, Mahur diverges so much from the other dialects that it is not necessarily even treated as a member of the Western Gurage group to which SBG belongs. This article focuses on the Chaha dialect, which has been studied more than the others. Unless otherwise indicated, all examples are Chaha. Sounds and orthography. Consonants and vowels. SBG has a fairly typical set of phonemes for an Ethiopian Semitic language. There is the usual set of ejective consonants as well as plain voiceless and voiced consonants. However, the language also has a larger set of palatalized and labialized consonants than most other Ethiopian Semitic languages. Besides the typical 7 vowels of these languages, SBG has open mid-front and back vowels. Some of the dialects have both short and long vowel phonemes, and some have nasalized vowels. The charts below show the phones of the Chaha dialect. Exactly how many phonemes there are is a matter of controversy because of the complexity of SBG morpho phonology. For the representation of SBG sounds, this article uses a modification of a system that is common among linguists who work on Ethiopian Semitic languages, but it differs somewhat from the conventions of the International Phonetic Alphabet. When the IPA symbol is different, it is indicated in brackets in the charts. Morpho phonology. In addition to the complexity in verb morphology characteristic of all Semitic languages, SBG exhibits another level of complexity because of the intricate relationship between the set of consonants in the root of a verb and how they are realized in a particular form of that verb or a noun derived from that verb. For example, the verb meaning open has a root consisting of the consonants KFD. In some forms we see all of these consonants. For example, the third-person singular masculine perfective Chaha form meaning he opened is kafata m. However, when the impersonal of this same verb is used, meaning roughly he was opened, 2 of the stem consonants are changed. Kafak im. At least 3 different phonological processes play a role in SBG morpho phonology. Devoicing and gemination. In most Ethiopian Semitic languages, gemination, that is, consonant lengthening, plays a role in distinguishing words from one another and in the grammar of verbs. For example, in Amharic, the second consonant of a 3-consonant verb root is doubled in the perfective. SDB, insult, Sadaba, he insulted. In Chaha and some other SBG dialects, gemination is replaced by devoicing. For example, the verb root meaning insult is the same in SBG as in Amharic, but in the perfective the second consonant becomes T in the non-geminating dialects. Sata beta am, he insulted. Only voiced consonants can be devoiced. B, beta p, dt, gk, bp, gc, gk, gk, zs, zs. The devoiced, geminated form of r is n. Other voiced consonants are not devoiced. Labialization. Several morphological processes cause consonants to be labialized. For example, from the 3-consonant verb root gkr, be straight, there is the derived adjective gkr, straight. Labial and velar consonants can be labialized. pp, bb, beta w, ff, kk, kk, gg, xx. Palatalization. Depalatalization. Several morphological processes cause consonants to be palatalized. For example, the second-person feminine singular form of verbs in the imperfective and jussive imperative palatalizes one of the root consonants. KFT, open, T kaft, you open, TKFC, you open. Dental and velar consonants can be palatalized. TC, TC, DG, SS, ZZ, KK, KK, GG, XX are palatalized to Y. In one morphological environment, the reverse process takes place. In the imperative, jussive form of one class of verbs, the first consonant in the root is depalatalized if this is possible. For example, the verb meaning return has the stem consonants ZPR. In other forms, for example, Zapara M, he returned, but the Z is depalatalized to Z in the imperative Zappa, return. Allophones. The relationship among N, R, and L is complex. At least within verb stems, N and R may be treated as allophones of a single phoneme. The consonant is realized as N at the beginning of the word, when this is of gemination environment, and when it ends the penultimate syllable of the word. R appears otherwise. Nimada M, he liked. Taramada M, he was liked. Y beta ara, he eat. Spanner M, he ate. S rapata M, he spent some time. Wa samp T, to spend some time. Bangsara also argues that K is an allophone of X and B an allophone of beta. Orthography. SBG is written in the GEEZ, or Ethiopic, writing system, originally developed for the now extinct GEEZ language and familiar today in its use for Amharic and Tigrinya. Although there are still relatively few texts in the language, 3 novels have appeared in the Chaha dialect to represent the palatalized consonants not found in GEEZ, Amharic, or Tigrinya. Modified characters were introduced to the script, such as using wedges on the tops. The original use of this was done in the New Testament published by the Ethiopian Bible Society, then for the entire Bible, and it has now become generally adopted.